English short stories for beginners. 100 English short stories to improve vocabulary and learn English in a fun way. Learn English through short stories. Episode 4. Number 21. The ATM. Tomorrow is the weekend. I want to pay cash in the supermarket and go to the movies later. Before that, I hope to go to the ATM to withdraw money. First, I put my card in the ATM. A prompt will appear on the screens to enter my secret number. The secret number, also known as the PIN, is made up of 4 numbers. After that, I gain access to my account. I can also see on the screen how high my account balance is. I decide to withdraw 50 euros. After I withdraw the money, I have to take my card out. Finally, I get a receipt. Number 22. Alcoholics. Nowadays, many people drink too much alcohol. Worldwide, there are millions of alcoholics. That is why many people die of alcohol-related diseases such as cirrhosis. However, it seems everyone drinks alcohol in one way or another. It is socially acceptable, so the question is this: how harmful can alcohol really be? Most doctors and experts agree that it is the daily amount that makes the most difference. Too much alcohol can damage many organs, especially the brain, stomach, the intestines. There are also many reasons why someone can become an alcoholic. Psychologists have found that one of the main reasons someone grabs a bottle is loneliness and frustration. Defeating addiction can be very difficult, but it is also not impossible either. Most alcoholics can treat themselves by just cutting the amount or stopping by changing their behavior. But a doctor can also help with therapy. A special role can be played with the support of friends and family as well. Number 23. Cutting the cable cord. Over the years, your cable TV subscription has become more of a burden than enjoyment. We are not rich and have to count every dollar carefully that we spend. One of the more unnecessary luxuries we treat ourselves to is cable TV. Our kids love it, and my husband is watching sports and news channels all the time. However, our monthly bill is dangerously approaching the $200 mark, something we no longer can ignore. Since no one in our family is very familiar with modern technology, I had to do some research myself. Streaming TV via so-called stick SIMs to do the trick. I convinced my husband to buy a smart TV and a little device called Roku. Ever since, we are all watching TV via streaming channels such as Sling, PlayStation Go, and others. We are saving a lot of money as a result. Of course, nothing in life is free. We have to pay for the channels every month, but they are still much cheaper than cable TV. The bottom line is this rather new technology is cheaper, and we are also free from a constant bombardment of advertising. Number 24. Foreigners in Britain. In England, there are many landmarks for sightseeing trips and popular tourist destinations in general. Probably the most visited cities by foreign tourists are London, Brighton, Yorkshire, and probably Britain's most visited sightseeing spot is the mysterious Stonehenge. Most foreign visitors want to stay in London as there are hundreds of famous places to see. Westminster Abbey, Big Ben, the Buckingham Palace, Piccadilly Circus, and the British Museum are probably even some of the most visited places worldwide. London alone has over 19 million visitors per year, and since the British pound has fallen sharply over the last few years, the UK will continue to be a very popular destination. The most common reason why foreigners like Britain is probably its culture. For instance, tea time, pop culture, and the Queen, but also its history that seems to be everywhere and connected to everything in their culture. Number 25. The Tourist Guide. Carlos was born and raised in Veracruz, Mexico, but he has been living in New Jersey for over a decade. Since he had an accident and no one could help take care of him, he decided to go back to his country and live there with his family. Now he is a tour guide for American tourists in Cancun. When the cruise ships come, there are virtually thousands of English-speaking tourists who not only want to see the beaches and restaurants, but are keen to explore the countryside and what the surrounding culture has to offer. Carlos accepts group tours as well as individual tourists. He is quite popular and made himself a name as a knowledgeable guide who has gained a small fan community on various online travel platforms. The tours usually start early in the morning and last until the afternoon. Many tourists wonder how Carlos speaks English without an accent. He tells them a little about himself, but that usually leads to more private questions. Carlos is not oblivious, but for each question he has prepared the perfect answer. This is something he had learned in the US. Number 26. To the airport. Today being my holiday, and I will take a flight to visit my family. At 11 o'clock, a taxi picks me up to take me to the airport. The taxi ride takes about 1 hour and will cost me around $60. After that, I still have enough time until my flight departs. I have already packed my suitcase. Packing is no child's game, with everything needing to be planned and considered. If I forget something, I will probably have to buy it at some expense at my destination. It is already 1 minute before 11 and I am getting impatient. Finally, the taxi arrives. The driver helps me to carry my suitcase from the house to the car. I take the back seat and watch to the meter charge to me $1 for every 100 yards or so. Sometimes they offer fixed rates, but not this company. I think it's different in every city and state. Anyway, as we arrive, I give the driver a tip since he didn't take unnecessary detours. Watch the continuation of these stories in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this far into the video. Remember to subscribe to the Mr. English channel and hit the bell icon to be notified when I post new videos.